Good evening, good evening. This will probably be quick. I've been out of the loop. I've seen the headlines, but I haven't checked the story myself. Yeah, over there. Controversy, and now Lord Jamar has something to do with it. I think he's called Vlad quits. He's no longer the most prolific guest to be on Vlad's show, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. I didn't look into that yet, but I'm going to check out this article that's going to summarize the bulk of the Vlad controversy. Hold up. Where's that article I was looking at? It's going to show us about DJ Vlad. Oh, it must be on a different thing. Oh, I don't have my shit together because I can't find the article. I just had it. Is it before here? There we go. Okay, so the Nation of Islam goes after DJ Vlad for lying about Farrakhan. Now, this was well over 2 weeks. It was about 2-3 weeks ago. Okay, it says the Nation of Islam and its leader, Minister Louis Farrakhan, are upset with well-known media personality DJ Vlad. The problem started when Vlad interviewed Khan's July 4th World Address. NOI stands for Nation of Islam members feel that DJ Vlad misconstrued the minister's words to taint him as calling for violence against Jews. The variety of Jew that DJ Vlad is, a Russian white Jew, so to speak. You know what I mean? Vlad said that Farrakhan not only calls Jews Satan, but also encourages people to pick up a rock to throw at them. But in the actual Farrakhan speech, the minister encourages people to pick up the stone of truth against so-called... Adding my little own thing in the middle of there. There's a clear, distinct difference between picking up a rock to throw at Jews and picking up a stone of truth, which obviously denotes a proverbial rock, an etherical rock, if you will, not a physical effing rock to throw at somebody. And Vlad is intelligent enough to know this. So yes, Vlad was being quite disingenuous, quite dishonest in his assessment of just saying, oh, Farrakhan said pick up a rock and throw it at people. Yeah, it's not like that, and Vlad knew better. You could just tell that from here. Anyway, let me go on. Nation of Islam members are complaining that Vlad's representation of Farrakhan is untrue, and they made a video rebuttal in response to DJ Vlad's commentary. So outraged are NOI members that they have created a Change.org petition to demand that YouTube take down the offending interview. Hip-hop artist Cam, that's K-A-M, an old-school West Coast hip-hop artist, but not to be confused with Cameron. Hip-hop artists Cam and Half Pint, DJ Dr. Shango Blake, chairman of Educational and Youth Committee of the Million Man March Coordinating Council of Queens, New York, and others defended Farrakhan during a recent panel discussion on Hip Hop for Justice Live. There have long been questions about DJ Vlad's credibility as a journalist. Add my own little take in there too. I got to agree with that, just based off his hip hop knowledge. Now he's gotten a lot better now. I guess he has a bigger team. He always tells you, I got a team, I got people I got to feed, you got to pay for this, you got to pay for that. But several years ago, he used to be ass cheeks. I remember, like, he'll interview people and I would know way more. An average Vlad interview, I would know way more than he does. And he's the one conducting the interview. He's the one that should have done the research and have notes that say, oh yeah, you did this, you did such and such. He was just oblivious. You know what I'm saying? I picked that up too, so I could agree with what people were saying about questioning his journalistic integrity or his abilities as a whole and stuff like that. I always thought Vlad was extremely bland, still do, and I always say Vlad, what makes Vlad are his interviewees, not he as an interviewer. No stretch of the imagination. He just found an exploit, he found the hole, he filled it up, and he's the placeholder for that, so that's why he's the popular one. Not hating anything, just give it an honest opinion. Anyway, back to the article. Born Vladimir Lyubovny, he is a former rap mixtape DJ who transitioned to hip-hop video journalism when he launched VladTV.com in 2008. Very quickly, Vlad established himself as an interviewer primarily interested in rappers' personal and illicit histories. Rick Ross's entourage, Vlad alleged, attacked him as a retribution for a video in which he interviews other rappers about Ross's past career as a corrections officer in Miami, The Ringer reported. Now, Vlad has been accused of often going for gossip instead of news or discussion about music. which is true. Most of his interviews are have maybe 20% at best to do with music and 80% about whatever else they got going on, most notably crimes. All right, Vlad is far less likely to ask about music and far more likely to ask for details, accounts of alleged criminal activities and incidents. They're literally echoing what I just said. Activities and incidents, The Ringer reported. Comedian Corey Holcomb claims that DJ Vlad, who has been called a culture vulture by some, is making millions off of black people and reportedly has a net worth of close to $10 million. That is. During an interview with online personality and Nation of Islam spokesperson Riza Islam, Holcomb criticized Vlad. It's speculated that artists go on his platform without charging Vlad, who makes money by editing his videos into segments, raking in millions of views per video, and Vlad receives funds in an advertisement, the source reported. Holcomb said in an interview, a lot of black people feel more comfortable going to Vlad's platform because he's white. They feel like they made it, whereas they won't come to my platform or others like mine because it doesn't feel like anything major. So then Vlad gets all these black people talking about other black people and capitalizes off of it. Now, recently, Farrakhan has denied a request to appear on Vlad TV. I think that would be a dope interview if Farrakhan got on there and they just shot the shit. Farrakhan denied a request. Well, to Vlad's credit, if he denied a request, that means a request was made from Vlad's camp, which is, I'd say some stand-up shit, to be like, hey, fuck, we got this controversy, why don't you just come on my show? However, it's obviously a power move or a move which would be quite beneficial in regard to views and take advantage of the controversy in that level. It's not like you just got a problem with someone in the hood, you go see him. No, it's like you got a problem with someone, but you also know you're going to greatly benefit by them coming on your thing. You know what I'm saying? Farrakhan making an appearance on Vlad is going to benefit Vlad way more than Vlad benefiting Farrakhan. You know what I'm saying? He could probably care less about that. All right, somebody said on Twitter, while greatly benefiting from black and hip-hop culture, DJ Vlad is on code with the enemies of the black community. DJ Vlad deliberately lied on Minister Farrakhan, claiming that he is advocating violence. We demand a public apology. I'm going to go right back to the specific quote that Vlad knowingly took out of context, way out of context. Vlad said that Farrakhan not only calls Jews Satan, but also encourages people to pick up a rock to throw at them. But in the actual Farrakhan speech, the minister encourages people to pick up the stone of truth against so-called Jews who are not being true Jews. Now, I don't know how often you pick up a rock, a physical rock, to throw at somebody and you look at that and say, I shall hurl at thee the stone of truth. No, it's proverbial. It's not a physical object. It's, your tongue will fling the stone of truth by your words that you speak, So Vlad has obviously retaliated by hurling stone after stone of lies and stone after stone of misinterpretation, of deliberate disingenuousness, whatever. Yeah, get out of here. So that's kind of crazy. Now, what I want to know is what is what's the thing with because this is a whole story a couple weeks back. The latest word is what's his name, Lord Jamal, I guess, calling it quits. Not rocking with Homeboy anymore. I want to see what that's about. If anybody has any little direction where I could see that. What's going on, James Gordon? You know what I'm saying? I want to see what's up with that. Port City in the building. What's good? Oh, YJ. Oh, this chat is like it's developing as I look at it. Like it ain't coming at once. It's like showing little by little. Been on sub for Vlad for years now. You know what's funny, YJ? Like I refused to sub to him for years. Like I probably did the reverse of you. Like I wasn't sub to him, but a lot of people who have and do interviews with, I was interested in them. So it's like, but he was so popular that I didn't have to sub to him and he would still be in the feed, the news feed. You know what I'm saying? Till eventually I just buckled under the not so pressure and I just subscribed just for the heck of it. You know what I mean? But, I might pull that 360 or continue that, do another 180 and unsub to Homeboy myself, for real. Black Paul in the building. What's good, family? You know what I'm saying? So video to maintain smooth streaming. I'm getting a little message saying the shit might not be smooth. I don't know. But yeah, well, let me see if I can find what the deal is with Lord Jamal. Cause Lord Jamal will live long, cause I give strong blows to the heads of my foes, dread flows. Perfect example. Vlad do not know that song. He done interviewed Vlad maybe like 20 times. He don't know no punks jump up to get beat down. You know what I'm saying? If he do know them, he probably know the clean version. He don't know the freak, fly, blow, fuck up the back. You know the video music box version or something, if anything. I don't even think he knows that, man. That nigga ain't a hip hop dude. The most hip hop Vlad is, which I could say he's up on, is because he lived in the Bay Area for a while. So he knows all that Iki Uki E40-ish Bay Area Mac Moore type shit. That's his lane. But he don't know that real gritty shit. He don't even know the West Coast shit, like the rest of the West Coast shit like that. You know what I mean? What's good with Lord Jamal? Let's see. You know what I mean? Shit, what's good with Sadat X? That's my man. I mean, I saw something. Maybe I should have watched it. The DJ, not DJ, the dude Gully did a video basically saying Lord Jamal ain't rocking with homeboy. I saw a couple other people say something like, all right, here we go. Lord Jamal denouncing Vlad TV was necessary for the culture. Why gotta be a video though? Because that means I could possibly get flagged by playing somebody else's shit. I don't want to do that. I just want to find an article. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not gonna play a video. But see, I just like doing stuff like this. Doing videos in an organic way. Like if I don't know totally something, like if I see a headline, just to like go live and read it live and just give my reaction as I'm learning it. Like that's the whole reason why I did this. Like I could have easily just, stayed in the cut, looked it up like that, and then, did a nice constructed video. But I was just in the mood of doing like a spontaneous, just like when you're with your homeboys and you're looking something up and y'all like, oh, word, he did that. Oh, son, da-da-da-da-da. And do shit like that. So that's pretty much the tip I'm on right now. No homo. You know what I mean? I'm trying to find there's a video though. Lord Jamal denouncing Vlad TV was necessarily for the culture. Is DJ Vlad a culture? I think they meant culture vulture. Yeah. Nigga, that's a vulture. How about that? Make it easy. But that's a cue into what's going on. He's denouncing Vlad. That's pretty much good information in and of itself. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't even know what initially started people saying mute Vlad and on code, but I know Vlad been out here on some fuck shit for years. His rap phenomenon takes. You used to like his DJ, because I was like hustling with the CDs and the movies and the mixtapes back when Vlad was out there doing his thing. And I'm gonna keep it real with you, the Vlad shits were not moving. I remember I used to have some Vlad joints. Go down to Canal Street in New York to cop some some Woodurk or whatever. Little DJ Vlad that shit was not moving. Niggas was not jacking any Vlad. At least not in the DC, Maryland area. You know what I mean? The DMV, they weren't fucking with Vlad like that. His rap phenomenon. See, I don't even remember the names of his joints. It's definitely a vulture. What's up, Nubian DNA? What's good with you? So, alright, what was I gonna do? I was gonna try to find some info. I want to hear, or I just want an article that basically will expose me to whatever Lord Jamal had to say without, clicking on somebody else's shit, or they'll be beefing with me and shit about it. You know what I mean? And for some reason, every time I go to Google on the Chrome browser, it automatically switches to Yahoo results on some weirdo shit. So I got this little shit here just on some funny shit. Alright. Maybe this one. So I'm gonna try it on here, where maybe it'll actually give a Google result. Alright, so DJ Vlad Jamal. Try that. Lord Jamal will live long, 'cause I give strong blows to the heads of my foes, dread blows. Maybe his Twitter account has some shit. DJ Vlad and Lord Jamal in New York City Hall. Lord Jamal calls Eminem a fucking filthy piece of trailer park, such and such and such and such. Let's see what his Twitter has to say. That might give us some information. See what the Twitter fingers do. Twitter. Lord Jamal will live long. Father of civilization, God of the universe. Yeah, you know he ain't trying to hear none of that bullshit homeboy was saying. Shout out to Lord Jamal. All right, there's people that retweeted that I guess tagged him in some stuff. They're saying shout out to Lord Jamal, the real Rod Digger, and comedian Godfrey for resisting culture vultures and their disrespect of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Now they're building their own platform. Okay. So we're getting a little intel into what's going on. If you're truly of the culture, and can y'all see this? Let me see. Yeah, y'all can. If you're truly of the culture and not feeling what Vlad TV has done, it's time we stand in solidarity with the good brothers. Tagging Royce59, Godfrey the comedian, Lord Jamal, and West Coast Cam, KAM. Lord Jamal and Godfrey have an announcement. Oh, okay. He got like a near 2-hour thing here. Okay, I guess he spoke about this on his show, because Lord Jamal, if you don't know, anybody that don't know, he has his own podcast, which is a dope name that he calls it. It's called the You Know What I Mean Godcast. You can find that on YouTube. I've watched a couple of those episodes, and on his Twitter, he's put what I'm guessing is the latest episode. And I'm guessing that this is where you get a lot of the juice regarding how Lord Jamal feels of lies against Minister Louis Farrakhan. I'll play a little bit of it. Fuck it, it's from Twitter. Maybe I won't get hemmed up. What you gotta say? If it works, let's go through a little.
Get my life together day today.
Right.
Get this shit together today. It's a nice day out, sunny.
And Godfrey stood in complete solidarity with the people, for the people, by the people. Thank you, Noah 6. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Also, Timmy could tell.
Oh, they want to do that. Get back. Come back here. Get back here.
He said, I don't think you guys are caping. That being said, Vlad is very disrespectful at times regarding black people. Apology on and offline is needed. Anyway, been a fan, still a fan, my guy. Thank you.
Right. Yo, you gotta hold on for a second. I got.
Okay.
Curved him. You just curved homeboy like that. You out of here, son.
Yeah.
Did that happen just the way it looked like? It looked like homeboy said, hold on a second. Homeboy was like, nah, get up out of here. Exit stage left. I don't think that's what happened, though. But yeah, I guess if anyone wants to check that out, I might check it out myself. You know what I mean? I might even do an actual real video on the subject, and where I actually get the bullet points and have it all organized. But right now, I just want to do like a live reaction to this foolishness going on with DJ Vladimir. You know what I mean? Lord Jamal. But yeah, check him out on the You Know What I Mean Godcast. Check Lord Jamal on his Twitter account. He has the near 2-hour episode where I guess you'll find out a lot of, Lord Jamal's viewpoint as far as DJ Vlad, the specifics about it. He's also reading comments from the crowd, I guess from Twitter or other avenues. So, they're doing, I guess, Q&A and stuff like that. So, looks like it's pretty interesting. On that note, I'll end this with a couple of thoughts on Vlad, on some of the things that y'all talking about, which are the most controversial things about Vlad. Let me just check the comments real quick. Definitely in Culture Vulture, specifically the Tupac and Biggie one. What you say? His rap on Vlad's mixtapes, Tupac and Biggie. Okay, he has a black wife. I didn't know that. Word. I wonder what See the God stance gonna be. Yeah, right. Don't they got like a little issue, or they been had like a little cold war, so to speak, for a while? Fucked up part is, instead of subs going down, they're probably gonna go up even more now. Yeah, you're right. Controversy creates cash, like motherfucking Eric Bischoff said from the WWE back in the day. That's real. But that's just it. I don't want to give my quick reaction, but what I do want to speak on real quick is how I feel about, you know, the like I said, the most controversial aspect of Vlad, and that's doing that police work, or so he's on trial for doing, proverbial trial for doing that police work, having people snitching on themselves and telling their business, getting them locked up. The boys in Philly that got hemmed up and people highly suspected had to do with stuff from the Vlad interview. Shit, Port City, I'm glad you're here. Matter of fact, I can get you a wrench. I'm glad you're here because I remember you put up the most damning clip I've seen from DJ Vlad, was in like a couple seconds that you put up in one of your videos where, I don't remember the specifics. I don't remember who it was, but it was some dude that I guess there was some crime he was connected with. And, he's talking to Vlad, and then Vlad mentioned something about either his criminal history or something of a policey nature, where homeboy is like, how did you know about that? And then Vlad was like, he had like this guilty reaction and the guilty look on his face, like, da 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 da. I'm sure you remember what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, it's probably a good idea if you still got that clip, repost that shit. Since it kind of fits with everything that's going on. But yeah, you remember what I'm talking about? It was some clip where he was talking to somebody and they were astounded. Like Vlad said some old secret type of info. He's like, how you know about that shit? So yeah, it would be dope to like repost that, or you could even do like a community post where you just link that video. I don't remember who it was. It was one of them rappers from somewhere, but I mean, in general, I can't fault Vlad 100% for if people snitch on themselves during his interviews, because I'm a huge proponent of self-responsibility and being a grown-ass man or woman where you know what I'm saying, what you should be divulging, what you shouldn't. Everyone should always be on point. If you're a grown-up, you shouldn't let anyone fade you or get you on tilt or get you off your deem in any type of way where you're telling too much info. However, DJ Vlad definitely does not help that situation. He sure the heck ain't hindering or preventing people from telling whatever sensitive information that can be used against them. And he definitely be asking some questions, because he interviews a lot of people that might have current court cases pending or history. They're telling their stories, and yes, he will zero in on certain questions that if those people were to answer them honestly and truthfully, it can, and then as I understand, has jammed people up in a legal type of way. You know what I'm saying? I was watching something earlier because I've been all up in the Chicago situation. I'm fairly new to that whole scene, that whole drill scene and everything. So I've been catching up on a lot of people, and I've been watching a lot of Vlad joints, and a couple of them people, I caught them like earlier today. I caught him asking him some old crazy question, and he's so commonplace with it that the dude that curved his questions, he did like this laugh, like, oh, there you go with that shit you be doing, man. You ain't gonna catch me on that. I know about you. You know what I'm saying? It was like so obvious, the shit that he's on, that homeboy saw it coming, but who's to say you're not gonna find like another little knucklehead that's on there that got the lean in the cut, they already high. Vlad knows that they're high, he knows he could exploit them. So, did you kill that man? Yeah, shout it. You know what I'm saying? You never know what can happen on that type of level. Niggas talk way too much. That's real. They want the interview with the biggest views. Word. But yeah, that's just about it. Thanks for checking this little joint out and shit. I'm gonna be doing a lot more YouTube just in general. I've been really thinking about that. So, yeah, on that good note. See, I ain't even play no music today. I kept it on some music-free shit for y'all. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Catch y'all sooner than later. What you doing, man? Fuck up out of here, yo. Alright. There we go. Get the fuck up out of here. I ain't doing that for all the time. Oh, yes, I want to end it. Yeah, you know.